Hey everyone, we are making chicken pot pie tonight using home canned chicken and home canned broth. We are doing this every single day this week, Monday through Friday. If you're seeing this not Monday through Friday, we're doing 5 straight days of dinners with home canned goods. And some of these are actually going to be pretty darn quick because they are so quick. Home canned chicken already ready to go makes for super quick and easy meals. Okay, I am gonna say one thing first. This is not actually home canned broth. I made this broth yesterday as I was doing some more beef canning and lamb canning, and I canned as much broth as I could. This was all that would not fit in my canner. So instead of run it again just for this little jar, I thought I would use it in tonight's dinner. I like to make our pot pie using a Dutch oven and top it with biscuits, as opposed to making a pie shell and top it with a pie crust. So first thing we're gonna do is mix together the biscuit dough. This is a super quick biscuit recipe. I will put all of the recipes that I use today and on the other videos talking about our dinners in the description if you'd like to see the details on that. So 2 cups of flour. I don't have very much baking soda, not even as much as it calls for, so I will just put in all that I have. Tablespoon of sugar. Half teaspoon of salt. Whisk this together to mix it. I am left-handed, so I thought I would turn this around. We're just going to grate 6 tablespoons or so of butter. This is just a really good way to make it small to incorporate. You could cube it if you don't have a grater, and then just kind of work it in gently with your hands. This butter was actually frozen solid when I took it out about a half an hour ago, and it's already really easy to grate. So I'm almost there. Whatever's left, I'm actually going to put in my pot. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more in. Put in my pot to start the veggies. And then I'll get my fingers in there just to make sure that it's really well incorporated. The last ingredient is just 3/4 of a cup of milk. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside while we chop veggies. Okay, so I'm a little disappointed that this is my veggie mixture. I thought that I was getting peas. This is what came. That was my mistake ultimately. But I do want to chop some of these carrots, these extra carrots to go in here as well. But normally I would just add a couple cups of frozen peas. Okay, I have all my celery chopped here. I actually don't have any onions right now. So when I get this going, I'm just gonna make sure that I put in some onion powder, and that should be just fine. So I'm just gonna get the celery put in and get this sauteing on the stove. Add my carrots. As the vegetables get sauteing, I'm going to add some seasonings in. We don't usually have fresh thyme around our house, but I almost always have dry. So I'm going to go ahead and add some dry thyme and some onion powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of seasoned salt. The veggies have been going and they're ready for the next ingredient. So I'm going to open up my chicken and put the broth that's in the chicken, as well as the chicken and my extra broth into the pot. Now this is about 1.5 cups of broth already in here, and this is probably enough, but I really like it to have a lot more moisture, and so that is why I'm adding the extra little bits of broth. This is just a tidbit from the fridge, but this is the one, this is the fresh broth from yesterday. One thing about white meat is I find that it is so often dry, but the way that it's pressure cooked while it's being pressure canned just makes it like perfect. Now this might just take around a 1/4 cup of flour. I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup just because I added the additional broth. Two cups of milk. Oh yeah, this is nice and thin, but we're gonna definitely need to add some more flour to that. While the pot pie just kind of gets heated up and starts to thicken on the stove, I'm going to roll out the biscuits. Now that we have the biscuits on top, we're going to throw it in the oven until the mixture is bubbly and the biscuits are golden. This is done and ready to serve up, and we have extra biscuits in back. Okay, here we have our dinner served up, homemade chicken pot pie with home canned chicken, and then also that homemade broth that was kind of a cheat with regards to the canning, but I had a bunch canned from yesterday. So we're gonna go eat. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon.